Hey guys, another week, another update, as per usual. Different backdrop this time. Thought I would actually sit in a chair for once. Uh, a bit to talk about this week. Obviously, I did get back from Atlanta over the weekend. I went to the TransFit conference with my group that I volunteer for. We had a table there. We were one of the sponsors. It was really cool. It was a lot smaller than I anticipated that it was, but it was still a really cool event. And little did I know it was being held at the same time as Atlanta Pride, so I did get a little bit involved with that. Not as much as I would have liked to, but wasn't down there for all the days that I guess I needed to be there for. But doctor's appointments, hurricanes, the usual. Um, I met a lot of really cool people. I saw a lot of awesome stuff, and it was really nice to see how strong our community is being there for each other, whether it's for empowerment or just to stand side by side when dealing with uh, aggressive protesters during the Trans Pride March. Um, it was a really good experience. I'm really glad I went. I'm looking super forward to going next year, even if it's not with my group. Just even if it's just me going by myself to go down there, it was still really cool. I was looking forward to meeting Aiden Dowling there because he was supposed to be there, but from paying attention to like social media and stuff, which is not something I usually do, I guess he ended up going to his different conference out in Texas. Granted that point 0.5 CC did sponsor one of the larger sponsors for the event, so at least he was there in spirit. I'm a little bummed I didn't meet him, but another time for sure. And things that you missed with me going to my doctor's visit. God, I can't remember what I even talked about. Oh yeah, because it was past my last video. I got back to work today, so I'm just like coming off the vacation high. So my doctor, if you saw my one post, did allow me to up my doses by just a little bit. So going from the standard 0.5 to a 0.6 every week, which I was super stoked about because I did ask him like, hey, have I been in a very comfortable range? Have I not been too high? Am I in a good place to maybe, since we've never talked about it, increasing my dosage, even if it's just to a 0.6? He goes, well, last time I did your blood work, which was 2 months ago, but still you've been very consistent across the board. I wouldn't see it's out of the question, but because we are changing your dosage, I do want to see you back here in 2 weeks before your next shot that week to do blood work to make sure that you're not taking too much. But if everything's in the normal range, then you're good to stay there. If not, we're going to drop you down to 0.5. So I'm like, cool. So today was my first day of doing 0.6. It's not a whole lot, but sometimes it's enough. So we'll see in the next week or so if anything changes. I don't feel any different. Then again, I just took it today. What else? I did get to talk to him about possibly getting a hysterectomy sometime here in the near future because we've been keeping track of all of my internal issues. Even though I do not menstruate anymore, I still have residual pains, and it's just really annoying just to have them there causing issues even when they're not in use, if you will. But since we've been keeping track of it, hopefully when I go to get a consult, which I just got called today, so it will be next week Thursday, so it will be the day after my video, so you'll have to wait 2 weeks to hear back from that. But with everything said and done, ideally, because it's a medically necessary surgery, that my insurance should cover it 100%, and then I just pay the deductible off of like the anesthesiologist and any kind of drugs and stuff that I'm gonna have to take, painkillers and stuff like that. So here's hoping I can do that sometime here, maybe by the end of the year. Granted that I have talked to people and I would be going out longer than I anticipated, but that doesn't mean that I can't work some things out with my company and stuff like that. Going back on limited duty, because I can't afford to be out on 6 weeks, because that's my plan for top surgery. If I'm gonna waste a whole bunch of you know, time out of work, I'd rather it be because I don't have breasts. Which also, I've been doing some shopping around. A few of my friends, they have a local doctor here in Charlotte who is getting a little bit more known for doing top surgery. She actually was invited to go to the TransFitCon, so I actually did get a talk with her instead of my friends going, "You should just go to her, you should just go to her." She's had some really decent results, even though she hasn't been doing it for only like a few years now. But she's really nice. It's a private practice, so pretty much everyone you meet there is going to be a part of your surgery. The results I've seen have been pretty consistent across the board, really good. She does a little bit more other stuff, like contouring and things like that, and she does both MTF and FTM related surgeries. So I do plan on having a consult maybe with her, just to get a rough idea of maybe how long I'm going to be out of work, what's the cost going to be for me, what's this and that, and trying to figure out some stuff. I mean, not that I wouldn't mind going to a more seasoned and tenured doctor when it comes to top surgery. It is also a little bit more financially easier if I also stay in town to get surgery. So you don't have to worry about traveling when you're like freshly sliced. But I'm still thinking about it. A consult's free. So it's just a matter of going to do that. And hopefully I can line that up by at least April or May. That's what I'm shooting for. The only downside about going through her is that because she's a private practice and how she does things there, that she doesn't take insurance. So you're paying what you're paying, but she can fill out particular paperwork that she can that will send into your insurance, and then they basically reimburse you for what they would have been able to cover. And then so if they covered $5,000 out of a $7,500 surgery, then you get $2,500 back. So there's always that. There's options. I'm gonna look into. I need to start adulting here soon. Make a lot of calls. Start getting some stuff in order. Get it setting up a GoFundMe. Talk with people. Maybe even doing fundraisers or something. Because estimating upwards of 10 grand for surgery is not something that's really in my realm. And since being a smart adult, I haven't really established a strong credit history yet, so it's not like I can take out a loan or anything like that. So the sooner I can get this stuff started, I mean, April's 6 months away. I should be able to do some decent damage with working really hard and saving up money, waiting to get some checks in through my work with profit sharing and compensation checks for our new pay raise, as well as maybe donations, help, anything that I can figure out. So here's hoping for that. I'll keep you more updated when I have more of that known along the lines. But anything else? Sadly, last night I had to shave what sad little scruff that I did grow for the past 2 weeks. But it's kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see what I'm capable of. And everyone I've really talked to, they thought it was really cute. But there's it's very common the way everything's kind of growing back in. So hopefully, I'll start seeing more results here in another month. I've also been told my voice has dropped a little bit more. It's hard for me to tell. I hear myself every day, so I kind of still sound the same, but maybe deeper. But that's all I really have for this week. Hopefully next week I'll have something to update on. Obviously the following week I'll let you know how my consult went for my future hysterectomy, and I guess I'll see you on the flip side. Good seeing you.